This episode, I'll explain what's going on with this big red sticker on bullet trucks, driver's side door window. And then apparently we can't drive further than the thongs because that's called the graveyard and you lose your car. Well, I didn't expect this to be down here. Have a look at that. Sand driving? Kumho's on sand. Wicked. The quickest way through is an unsealed road, which is not recommended for caravans, but it doesn't say they're not allowed. What happened? It just stopped working. Look at the fuse. Sad to be leaving Mission Beach. We've got a tip for a good spot, 3.5 hours south of here. $1.10 all day. Loves it. What a contrast. Nuts. So home for tonight, little coastal town called Alva. Yeah, tractors in most houses. Now the locals take their boats to the ramps. It's a tractor hauling that.
This place is cool.
It's a fishing town for sure. Yeah. I think the only shop we saw was a bait shop. Okay, so the ramp must be behind us. That's cool. 400.
400?
That was a Gen 2 4Runner cut into a dual cab. Not a bad spot. Nobody around, so no neighbours. Got the aircon hooked up straight away. We'll unhitch and go and look at the beach. We'll have some lunch first. Kids are out of the car, that's the main thing. Spreading their wings. It's hot, it is hot. They've got a swimming pool here too.
Dad, what are you doing now?
Oh, so there's a track at the back of this caravan park that leads to the beach. I wasn't going to unhitch, I was going to stay hooked up for the night and walk to the beach. But
yeah.
Sand driving? Kumho's on sand. Wicked. In the water? Like a mangrove in there, and then there's lots of rules. Well, let's have a look.
They're protecting us from what?
We won't go in the mud. We'll stick to the sand. Apparently it's very, very soft.
That's okay, because Kumho tires can get through it.
That's right.
I'm definitely going over to that island. So stop there.
Running gauntlets already. Just stopped the local and he said, don't swim here. And I said, oh, yeah, stingers? He said, no, bull sharks. And then apparently we can't drive further than the thongs because that's called the graveyard and you lose your car. It's a bit of an interesting place. He said there's barra, there's mud crabs. Interesting place. So this is the tree with the thongs. This is what you don't go past. Lucky these locals are here because I would have kept driving. But apparently this past here is the graveyard. So for every pair of thongs on that tree is a car lost in the graveyard. So the story goes.
Feet passes for cars, they have to look like this?
Mine don't, and I'm the driver.
Oh. Nicholas, are you walking home? No. Oh, looks like it. What are you guys doing anyway?
Well, it looks like a good spot to catch fish.
Oh.
Does it not?
Muddy.
Muddy,
middle of mud?
Dark, there's fish jumping. But we have no bait, so we're in a bit of trouble.
Oh. Looks like driver can just clean his feet off.
Wish we had a bit more time here at Alva Beach to throw a line in at the correct tide and just to explore around that little bit more, but we have places to be, so we leave here in the morning. Bit more drone footage here from Shell. back of the van. This TJM compressor is going to get a workout over the next 20 odd days. But no luck with the fishing. We'll air them back up to 45. And again, it's chicken for dinner. What happened? It just stopped working. Look at the fuse. My goodness. Will this ever work again? I think I'm going to have to replace the fuse holder. Bit of heat's gone through that, just melted it. Yeah, that fuse holder's dead. So this is a fuse off an ARB air compressor with a difference. We might have to graft that on. Imagine that, an ARB fuse on a TJM compressor. It's a band-aid fix, but it should work. So we're leaving Alva Beach. We've just fueled up. It was another 17 litre per 100, so it's doing okay. But I was just saying to Shell how when I was travelling as a kid, if I left the servo when I was more than $50, I felt ripped off. But these days it's minimum 200 with the way fuel is. We're heading for, we don't know. We've got 2 days to get to Yeppoon, so we'll let you know where we pull up. We've got another local tip, so we'll see how that pans out. So being with Vodafone, my phone reception for the last week or so has been 0. Now in that time, there were dramas at home. Council have put a sticker on Bullet Truck with intentions of getting it off the road. My bad, I guess, parking it on the street, not on the trailer this time, but in front of my house. My neighbour was around when the council people were putting the sticker on, and he explained the situation, but only a couple of frantic phone calls from me was I able to save it. Big thanks to all my neighbours who rallied together to fight this little thing with me. So Shell's found us a nice site for the night. What's it called?
We hope. Cape Hillsborough Nature Park.
Yes, and the quickest way through is an unsealed road, which is not recommended for caravans, but it doesn't say they're not allowed. It just says not recommended.
Dad.
So let's take it on.
You're not going to kill our caravan, are you?
Not today. Maybe in the next week or two.
Wait, what? What? Dad.
It's actually a good sealed road, a little bit narrow. Got less bumps than the Bruce Highway. It's an easy road. Oh, hang on, the dirt. Wow, that's smoother than the road. That's smoother than the Bruce Highway.
Smoother than our street.
What is it, 300 k's of this? Well, that was the shortcut. Single lane bridge. Very pretty. Well kept. Mum's got to go and do the administration. Thanks, Mum.
That's right.
You found this place.
I think I'm next to the...
It's like a caravan park in the national park with a beach just beside us. Nature Tourist Park. We've set up camp, quite generous space too. We'll have some lunch and go down and look at the beach. So before I left home on that massive hike north, I did try and get the gas going on the fridge a few days before I left, just to get it cold, so that when I put it on the 12 volt, that it would at least try and keep things cold and frozen. It's been alright since, but it's playing up today. So we're lucky we got the 240, we'll plug it on to AC and we'll try and work it out. I took the cover off it back at home and I cleaned it up. There's a wire there that clearly gives power to igniting the gas. So I found that when I cleaned that up, it ignited pretty quick. So you're all used to me making Breville's for lunch. The kids wanted a toasted sandwich. Look at the finished product. Outstanding. That's got onion, olives, feta cheese. Shell, how did you do it?
On the stove.
Did it on the fry pan. Can you lift that?
Yeah.
Or is it danger?
It's okay.
Amazing. Oh, so that's how it looks when you put it in, but so that's how we do the toasties. Amazing. Oh, and all the fillings inside melt. Well done.
Thanks.
Kids, you enjoyed yours? I've been outside working, setting up this gorgeous little camp.
The magic story.
Look at that, it's like a pizza.
Pizza.
Wow, look at this. Well, I didn't expect this to be down here. Have a look at that. And have a look how far out that tide is. Wow. Perfect timing.
Sausage,
Yeah,
sausage, sausage.
perfect timing. It's starting to rain out there. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. You've got your little pieces and Millie's got the full sausage. Mum's got a Greek feta salad. Let's eat. Bon appetit. Another attraction is they feed the kangaroos at 5:30 in the morning. Just on sunrise, and have a look at that sunrise. We'll be leaving here today, 4.5 hour drive ahead of us. Beautiful. Must come back here. Pity it's only the one night we're here for. I'd make the effort and blow the duck up and try and go across there and have a look. Join us in the next episode. We get out and do some real four-wheel driving. Byfield National Park, Five Rocks, and this here is Big Sandy.
And as always, thanks for watching.